Hey, how's it going? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some really cool voicings for 7th chords that you can play. They're also really tricky to play, so make sure you're warmed up nicely. Let's jump straight into the video. So the chords you just heard were 7th chords, but the voicings were really weird, and I'm going to show you how they're done now. So we're going to be playing in C major, and let's take a C major 7 chord. So we've got the 10th fret of the D string, 9th fret of the G string, 8th fret of the B string, and 7th fret of the high E string. We've got root, 3rd, 5th, 7th, okay? And that is C, E, G, and B. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the root note, our C, instead of it being on the bottom, we're going to place it on the top of the chord. So we're going to, instead of having C, E, G, B, we're going to have E, G, B, C. And that would look like the 14th fret of the D string, the 12th fret of the G string, the 12th fret of the B string, and the 8th fret of the high E string. But if we played all 4 of those notes together, it's kind of an unplayable chord. So what we're going to do is take that E in the bass, and we're going to lower that by an octave. So now we have the 12th fret of the low E string, and we have the 12th fret of the G and B strings, both played with our little finger, making a little bar, and then the 8th fret of the high E string with our index finger. And the chord kind of sounds like this. And that's a really awesome, cool, different sound. So let's use the same formula for all the chords in the key of C major. So obviously we've got C major, we've got D minor. So we're going to do that by placing our middle finger on the 13th fret of the low E string, our little finger on the 14th fret of the G string, ring finger on the 13th fret of the B string, and index finger on the 10th fret of the high E string. So now you've got your major and minor 7th chords. So to get the E minor 7, we're going to just go up 2 frets. And then we are going to do the chord voicing, the major chord voicing for F major. So with the lowest note on the 17th fret. And we're going to bring things down because it starts getting a bit fiddly up here. So to create a G7 chord, which would be the next chord, we are going to place our ring finger on the 7th fret of the low E string, our little finger on the 7th fret of the G string, middle finger on the 6th fret of the B string, and index finger on the 3rd fret of the high E string. You get that sound. Then we're going to move up to A minor with the lowest note on the 8th fret, so you know your minor 7 chord voicing there. And then for our B minor 7 flat 5, we're going to take a similar shape to the major 7 chord, but we're going to move our index finger 1 fret higher. So for B minor 7 flat 5, we've got the ring finger on the 10th fret of the E string, and our little finger on the 10th fret of the B and G strings, and then our index finger on the 7th fret of the high E strings. So muck around with all those chords and see what you can come up with. It's definitely a really unique voicing, so you can come up with some cool new things that you haven't done before. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to tell me what you want to see next in the comment section. See you in the next video.